Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be doing an unboxing of the UBackdrop Shimmer wall. The link is down below for anyone who's interested. So I went with the light gold because based on our Facebook group, everyone really was voting for the light gold. So it came with some extra pieces, and then it also came with each of the shimmer squares sealed. I was being lazy here. I didn't want to take them out singly, so I went ahead and just turned the box over and took them out. So let me just show you the extra pieces that came. So it came with zip ties, roughly 50 to 100 zip ties. It came with replacement shimmer squares, just in case you lose any during transportation. You have those extra pieces. And then it came with a pair of gloves, which I did go ahead and put on. Don't ask me why, but I did. So right here, I'm going to show you guys how not to open these up when you are taking them out of the packaging. Don't do this. Do you see how it's sticking to the adhesive? I had no control of the adhesive area and it stuck to it, and we do not want that. So do not make my mistake, guys. And that's how nice and shimmery it is, guys. So this is the correct way that you need to make sure that you're opening them when you get your UBackdrop Shimmer wall. Flip it over so you have control of the adhesive portion of the packaging. So guys, I honestly feel like the shimmer wall is great for a lot of our clients who want something a little pop when we're doing their backdrop. So I really love this addition. So right here, I was just getting acquainted with how to put these together. It is pretty simple, guys. It is a snap, click, and secure mechanism. That's what I'm calling it. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I've used other shimmer walls in the past and I end up just having to zip tie them because of the mechanism that was being used to secure the shimmer wall. So far this one is a plus in my books. And this is the look, guys. So I decided to do them in sections, and right here I'm just gonna show you guys a close-up of the snap lock mechanism. So all you're doing is just pinching one side into the other side's hole, and then it secures. Sometimes you don't even hear like a click, but you know it's secure. You shake it up a little bit just to do a little secure test, and you're good to go. And then I just did my shake test right here just to make sure everything was nice and secure. So right here, guys, I did a little shake test again, and look how it is already shining, guys. Really do love this color. And thank you, Balloonistas Unite, for choosing this color. So right here, I probably didn't go about this correctly, but I would recommend doing them in sections of 2. That's just me. You can do it however you feel, but I'm the type of person, sometimes I prefer working in sections. So I did 2 boxes secured together, and then I secured the pairs to another pair to get it nice and long and fulfill the length that I wanted. So the total amount of squares that I used for this specific installation was 36, 18 on either side, and you'll see what I'm talking about momentarily. So this is me just securing it once again. And of course, I have it on a flat area, guys. I would highly recommend doing it on a flat area. I had to show you guys, so I had it up in my hand, but doing it on a flat surface is really the best way to go about it. It creates less tension and basically less work for yourself. That's what it is, just less work for yourself. So guys, as you can see here, I am securing my long pieces to each other. So it was a total of 6 pieces in length and then 3 pieces in width on each side. So it was 18 on each side to create the total of 36 sequence squares that were used for this installation. The box actually came with a total of 64. That 64 would create roughly a 8x8 feet backdrop wall. So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. Click that notification button as well. So right here, as you can see, this is one of the squares, and this is how we secure it to our stand. So all we're taking is the zip ties that were provided to us, and I would highly recommend not tightening it until you actually put it on your backdrop stand, guys. We went wrong right here, so I want y'all to learn from our mistakes. Do not fully tighten it until you get it secured onto the backdrop stand. So this is us putting it onto our backdrop stand bases, and it was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And honestly, it wasn't even that heavy. As you can see, hubby was able to put it somewhat up there by himself. I just helped to secure it to the backdrop base just to make it a little bit easier on both of us. And guys, look at the shininess. I am so loving this, guys. Totally in love. So if you wanted to add more at the bottom, you could, but for this specific design that I wanted to do, I didn't need that. And hubby was just doing a shine test, so he played with it. And right here is where we're going to start creating our backdrop. So someone DM'd me and asked me how to do the one that I did for my birthday, the pink one. I call it a tornado or a swirl. So right here we are using the lampstands from Walmart, guys, and the links for everything will be in the description. So please go ahead, click away to see where we purchase all of these stuff, guys. And this we made to a length, I believe we use either 6 or 7 of the pole attachments for this design. And of course we use our barbell weights. That way we made sure that our stands are nice and weighted. And then right here, I just want to show you guys, so I have a designated spot where we have a small command hook that we use to help us create our garlands whenever we do the ribbon method in particular. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my clusters and I'm wrapping them around each other. So for each cluster, I wrap around the existing cluster to secure it. And I'm just going to show you guys here because this is a different color. So give me 1 second and I'll show you guys how it would look. So right here, you see I'm wrapping my wild berry around my clay pink. And then I bring it back, the ribbon, back to my wild berry. And I just push down between the neck to make sure it's nice and secure. That creates a little bit less gapping as well, guys. So this is more Thanksgiving fall theme. Honestly, I wasn't fully feeling the colors. I don't know why, but I just went with it. So the colors I used were Sempertex Mustard, Clay Pink from Kalisan, and Wildberry from Kalisan. So right here, I am taking each one of the poles and I am going to be attaching the garlands to the poles. Just as if you were doing a regular classic column, that's all I'm doing. But me putting them in a ribbon method is perfect. Say for instance, if I had to go to an event space, it would be easy for me to, one, carry them based on transportation, and two, just a quick secure, as you can see, because I'm not securing every single balloon here. When I do this method, I'm just securing 2 balloons in roughly 2 to 3 areas in comparison to when I'm doing a classic design. And I'm just showing you guys again right here. And then I'll also show you the other method, of course. So right here, I didn't use a ribbon. I just went ahead and did it the basic way. And I created clusters of 8 and 6. And it still was somewhat easy, but as you can see, I'm doing a lot more twisting. If you have limited time at a space, I definitely recommend just using the ribbon method. So right here, because I want to make sure that my balloons, or I should say my columns, stay together, I am making sure that I use my ribbon, guys. Large ribbons down in the description box. These are my go-to, and I make sure whenever we go to pick up, I take back up those ribbons, guys. I reuse those ribbons like crazy. So all I'm doing is I am taking a balloon from the back of the front column and I'm placing it to the front of the one of the balloons to the back column, if that makes sense. And I'm doing it in roughly 3 to 4 areas of each of the columns. That way there is less gapping and I'm able to create the look that I want easily. And guys, this method can be used for your balloon walls as well, and I will show you that in another video. So guys, I don't know if you realize, but as you can see, my 18-inch balloons are faced outwards. We always want to make sure that they're faced outward, not down, up, or to the back. Outwards, facing you. That creates a more organic look throughout your entire installation. And you also want to make sure that you're not overinflating or underinflating your 18-inch balloons. I'm the type of person, sometimes I forget to use my 24-inch balloons, or I'm just not interested in using them. And this is a big scenario right here. I did not use any 24 or 36-inch balloons. I just used 12-inch balloons, 5-inch balloons, and 18-inch balloons, guys, because sometimes I feel like my 18-inch balloons can compensate for the overall look. So this is me right here, just creating a mini cluster. I'm securing 2 clusters to create a bigger cluster, and I'm using the ribbon method to do so. You can use rubber band method, you can use a neck tying method, and I'll show you guys in another video, of course, the different types of methods to secure it. And then I'm just taking my rubber band, guys, and I'm going up, and I am using a Spider-Man method to wrap it around my existing balloon. And then I'll show you in another video how I got this 260 command hook up there, but that's how I'm securing it to my roof for anyone who wanted to know. So this is me doing the neck wrapping method. Then once again, securing it with a 260, and I'm going to show you guys momentarily how I create the command hook rigging system. And I'm just showing you guys again, make sure it's facing outwards when you're doing your 18-inch balloons. So right here, I'm using a zip tie, a 260, and my mini command hook, which is my go-to for these types of designs. And that steel area that has the gap, I am using, and I'm taking my zip tie to assist me with weeding or threading my 260 through that steel gap hole right there. And then I'm just going to tie my 260 like a rubber band basically, and then just attach it to the roof. And voila, we've already created that nice roof look when we do that, guys. So I hope this method helps a lot of you. So this is me here sticking it to my roof, and I only use command hooks, guys. If you use any other type of command hook brand that is not a 3M brand, I wish you the best of luck. I've tried it, I've messed up our walls, and then the guy came and fixed it, so it's good again. But please just use command hook, 3M command hooks. Don't use any other brand if you're going to be sticking anything to your walls. So I am fluffing the top portion of my organic garland before I fluff the bottom. Of course, I'm short, so I need to use my ladder, so I do the bottom portion last for the most part. So now I'm fluffing out the bottom portion, and you're gonna see here, as I'm wrapping it around the existing cluster, I'm making sure that my new cluster goes to the back. The reason why we do this is because we don't want to make the clusters that we're adding to the existing garland to look as though it was just dumped there. That's the last thing we want to do. So you see, I'm trying to put it more towards the back, secure it more towards the back, and not secure it too much to the front. And that creates a nice flow throughout your garland, guys. We never want to make it look as though it's dumped there. Like, just place it there just because. No, we want to create that flow look and keep it nice and organic at the same time. So just look at it one more time, guys, before I go to the other side. Look closely. And don't worry about the rubber band showing. That's why we have fillers. So the method that I like to use, this is like my build up portion, and then my beautification portion is a portion that would assist me with any gaps that need to be filled. And those gaps are being filled either by flowers or 260s or flower distortions or something like that. So now I'm just fluffing out the overall garland. I'm putting some more clusters in areas that I believe needed to be added to it, of course, to lessen the gaps that are visible. So guys, this is what I call the braid, the 260 braid, and I totally love it. I don't know why. I woke up one morning and I said, I dream about these creations, by the way, guys. I dream about them. So in my dream, this is what came to me. I wanted to do the braid with the pumpkins. So all I did was secure a rubber band to it. That way I can secure it to my existing garland. And once again, it's just the same method, but I wanted to create an illusion. So hubby was like, tuck it under. That way it creates the illusion like it's hidden or something like that. And I did a total of 3, and I'll obviously show you guys in another video how to make these 260 braids. I love them. It adds a little bit of pizzazz to your garland. So it looks kind of like a chain, you know, like a chain that you have on your purse. And this is me just showing you how I attached it to my garland with my rubber band. So I was just looking for the perfect spot for me to be able to wrap it around to create the illusion. It still didn't work out, but I was trying. You really do just have to play around with it, guys, and just have fun with your overall creation. So this is my pumpkin, guys. I love it so much. And this is my opportunity to say Happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there, and happy holidays. So once again, using my rubber bands. You guys know I love me my rubber bands, and I use large rubber bands, guys. Large rubber bands, and I will leave the link down below. I am using my rubber bands. That is going to assist me with securing my pumpkins to my garland. So I created different sizes of my pumpkins, and my pumpkins had a total of 6 ribs. Some of them had 5 ribs because, let me just be honest, some of them busted on me and I was perfectly fine with it. I was like, these are pumpkins. It can be any size, it doesn't matter. It's an organic look. So some of them have 5 ribs and others have 6 or 7 ribs. And they still came out popping as far as I'm concerned, so I love it. Then, of course, I love to add my little mini garlands. However, I didn't do my nice long ones because I felt like the chain sort of compensated for that. So I just did mini clusters of my mini garlands, basically. And once again, this is me just showing you how to attach it to your existing garlands. Same method throughout, rubber band method. I love the rubber band method. And you can also do 260s. However, I feel like it's a quicker installation for me when I do rubber bands over 260s because they're already pre-tied, basically, or pre-looped. So I did quads, and then I did mini clusters or mini garlands. And then this right here, guys, is how I ended with us just using our balloon inflator to illuminate the shimmer of our gold shimmer wall, guys. You turn it on and voila, it starts to sparkle, the razzle dazzle, everything, guys. I really love this overall. Initially, I was not a fan of the colors, and then I kind of fell in love with it after. It be like that sometimes, but we love this installation. We had a lot of fun with it, and join us for another one.